What up, everybody? Making another quick video on the Ford that I'm building. So spark plugs got seized in the engine. Okay, I got the heads back on, new head bolts, new gaskets, got the exhaust mounted, everything's ready to go. What you want to do while you're building one of these engines is there are several things you need to do and need to know to do them, and quite frankly, none of the shops up here in Edgewood will touch these engines. They're gonna tell you to get a used engine or buy a new truck, and at that fact, you're gonna be spending a ton of money. So, since I built these engines a few times, and I help a lot of people out building engines, so I wanted to make a couple quick, give a couple quick tips on these engines. You can see here, see how the oil is kind of caked all over the inside of this head here. Well, that was because this side, the timing chain was bad and was going out, and the tensioner was actually going bad. Over here, if you look at this side, it's nice and clean and nice and everything. I'm pulling the cam out on this side right now because you got to adjust it. I already put the new head gaskets on, got the heads remounted, everything's ready to go. It's going to be put back together fairly fast. These engines do take a little bit of time, plus I've been helping a lot of other people during this build, so it's a little here, a little there, but really, Ford has a 100,000 mile maintenance free guarantee. Well, that's fine, you could go ahead and do that if you like, but afterwards you're going to be looking at spending about $10,000 to rebuild your engine, because your spark plugs are going to get seized and a lot of other issues come along with it. So that's a lie. Change your spark plugs at about 40,000 miles, even though they say they last about 100,000 miles. You don't want them getting seized in that head, because then you're going to have to rebuild the whole entire engine. And essentially right now it's to the point where I'm really just doing a new timing chain, putting the timing chain back in there, a new one. And got to throw the intake in, put the timing cover on, and we're ready to go. But as you can see here, here's the cam. I pulled that off of the driver's side head. You want to check all your guides, make sure they're not pitted or worn or anything, and it's good to inspect them anyways. These are your rocker arms. You have to press those back in, because you have to pull the cam out to get these rocker arms out, because when you put your new phaser on the front and you go to set your timing chain, you don't want any of these in the engine head at all, because what happens is, though the cam spins itself and you see this lope here, that pushes down on this here, which pushes your valve down into the engine, and if your piston's up, you will be pushing your valve directly into your piston, which will bend your valve. That's what makes these engines so complicated. That's why none of these shops up here will touch these trucks, period. Okay, so I figure I'd give you guys a quick video, tips on what to do and how to do it and everything else like that, because these older Ford, not too old, 2006 Ford trucks, actually, they're pretty decent cars. They're efficient. But I'm telling you, if you don't maintenance and take care of it proper, like I said, change your spark plugs at 40,000 miles. Do not listen to the service manual. Ford is lying. And it's not really that they're lying in general. I mean, your vehicle will run and last that long. But essentially, if you do that, you're looking at having to buy a new engine, unless you know somebody like me. Because I promise you, none of these shops up here will take on one of these jobs unless you take it to the dealer, and then you're looking at an arm and a leg, so you might as well just buy a new truck at that point. But I figured I'd make this quick video just to give you guys a few key tips if you own one of these vehicles. And also hit me up. You can message me on Facebook, and it's going to get done right. Thank you guys. Have a good day.